The silk stocking murder. Mirror press diner.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Finbar.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case.
Too late writing
A
it down.
poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The
Okay,
DA
calm down,
couldn't be
Jesus.
more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Okay. Well, a whole bunch of stuff is happening.
You have the address?
It's the alley
Jesus.
off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Crime scene. 1 p.m.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Okay. Another naked
For
body.
Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Okay. My God. Swollen eye, look at that.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of
And-
force. Kiss the blood, BD.
There's something in her hand.
Only
Antonio.
21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Another ring.
Another wedding ring torn from
Yes.
the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Feeling like that's ripped from like tore up the skin, my God. Gotta have some strength to do that.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah, we know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Okay. Oop. Well, I guess this would be the silk
If she took a
stocking.
blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Okay.
Catch all the good ones.
A blood trail.
May as well follow the trail.
Antonia?
Huh. Same as the library card.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, a cup! It all makes sense now. And you know, a shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
More blood. Jesus.
On it goes.
Oh, I see something shiny.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Well, thank you.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
I mean, it looks like freaking stuff you would see on Dice. The pips. Surprised he didn't put that together sooner. And the trail gets ever longer.
Where are you taking us?
Yes, Finbar, good job.
Detectives?
Yes?
Detectives?
Detectives, yes.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. Show's over. Keep moving, all of you. This is a secure area. You all need to leave.
See him? I saw his picture. He worked that case.
Are you gonna go? There's always one. Yeah.
Any ideas?
Keep looking, Phelps. We get enough and we can start retracing the killer's steps.
I imagine he's not gonna climb up as usual. Too busy taking a load off. Hello, pigeons. Oh no, he is climbing. Oh, I'm surprised. Mrs. A. Maldonado, whatever that name. No note or
Empty.
letter.
Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. Got a new M.O. Told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
And is it new? Is that freaking makeup not even touched? Still looks like it's in the plastic or whatever on the left side there. Oh, and it goes even higher.
The trail points up.
Okay. Oh my god, look at that, a plane. Oh, this would be
Pulled
the
from
ring.
finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
And, oh. You never really look up in this game.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
And you're just touching it. Okay. I know this is before fingerprints were a big thing. They still took measurements.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712
Maldonado.
North Hill
Okay.
Street, downtown.
Write that down. Okay. We have a location. Oh god, there's more of them.
Clear this area immediately.
Big, right?
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
That's that cop.
Good.
Seems like a decent guy.
Get out. Okay, I'm gonna freaking run circles around you. Ooh, the tastiest ketchup in town. Okay, where to? Ooh. Antonia's residence.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
A modicum of violence. And by the way, so far, Rusty's razor hasn't really been true. We've arrested freaking the one guy from the first case, and then the child diddler. So far, it hasn't been the husband at all. Anyway, Antonia's residence, 1:16 p.m. Man, 35 cents to rent a room. Or rooms. Freaking knock on the glass. Knock on the door frame. Come on, you're gonna smudge the glass. That's poor etiquette.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am.
Well, certainly
Detective
you
Phelps and Galloway.
can.
Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house.
Oh, Barbara
Is there a
LaPente.
problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am.
What?
We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, man. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Where are you going, Rusty? It's up here. Probably, maybe. I don't know. It's stairs. Well, this would be it. It's the golden door handle. Oh.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Mm.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
What is this? Like a freaking thing from a fence? Mrs. Maldonado. Why? Let's see. Isabella.
Antonio, further to my previous correspondence on August 7th, I'm writing to inform you that your petition to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted in the court date scheduled. Your case, docket number 98765, will be heard on September 17th.
I am told that your husband.
We have an address.
Angel Christopher Maldonado, residing at 304/330 North Bill Street, Los Angeles, California, has been served with the official papers and is on notice to appear in the Central District Court on the above date. Though it is not essential, and many women in your position choose not to do so, I would advise you also to appear at the Central District Court on the scheduled date. In my experience, a woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this, one can do much to influence proceedings, and if your husband does not appear on September 17th, which you have told me is likely, then it can only help our chances. Sincerely, Frederick the Tatteros? Whatever.
Okay, she was serving him papers.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Interesting. Excuse me. Okay, we're good to question now.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Okay. Possible suspects?
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
Oh, ma'am.
Not flippant. I totally believe her, but, you know.
I think this whole thing was a put-up job. You heard about Antonia over the radio, and you made it look like a break-in so you could lift some of her things.
Oh!
And you have an ounce of proof for that scurrilous allegation?
Scurrilous? Frickin' what is you with these exotic
Nothing personal.
words?
Just doing my job.
Who says
Understand.
scurrilous? Anyway.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17.
17, okay.
He was cruel to her. Very cruel.
Cool.
She was a good girl. Little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Okay.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No,
Hmm.
I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Oh, you liar. You're a nosy neighbor too, I see.
Tell me the truth. You know where she went and why she went there.
You best keep your attitude under control.
Did I have
man.
attitude when I was talking there?
You have some proof of what you're saying?
No, but you're lying.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out. A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who
Jesus.
live under her roof.
Calm down.
Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar.
El
It's a
Dorado.
Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Okay.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
I mean, they smashed in the window. You think a place like this, you would hear it.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So I'm guessing it's like, oh, like, the idea is an iron picket? I go, yeah, fur fence, okay. I mean, this could work, like, you know, but it's like, oh, you said you're hiding something.
Antonia was so innocent, Detective. Catch this killer. Antonia was so innocent, Detective.
Oh,
Catch this killer. Antonia was so innocent, Detective.
okay, you know
Catch
what?
this killer.
I don't trust you. Iron.
So
Okay.
Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia
Okay.
and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Oh, well, no, that's a lie.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Her freaking charm bracelet photograph.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been
Wooden
very
jewelry
helpful.
box.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we can check out the Eldorado one.
Huh. Huh. I think we go to the bar. Maybe he doesn't know just yet that we're onto him, and then we can collect more evidence. Why are you getting out, Finbar? Get back in.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wife's line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Think there's anything to the divorce?
Watch where you're driving, you
Oh,
maniac!
Jesus Christ, it came out of nowhere. She came out.
I've been through 3, fellas. And no big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
El Dorado Bar, 1:38 p.m.
What can I get you?
LAPD, Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Oh man, you kept the letter?
Waitress, can
Can I have another spoon?
Angela Maldonado. Divorce papers.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Whereas Antonia Maldonado did on the 8th day of August, 1947, refer her petition to that she, skip line, petition to the Supreme Court of the State of California praying for the case therein set forth that she might be divorced from the bonds of matrimony entered into with you, Angel Maldonado. We do therefore command that Angel Maldonado, the said defendant, that setting aside all other businesses and excuses whatsoever, you be and appear in your proper person at the Central District Court of the Superior Court of the Central District Court of the Superior Court of the State of California on Wednesday the 17th day of September 1947, next to answer the petition of divorce from the bonds of matrimony on the grounds of cruelty brought by said Antonia Maldonado. And to show cause, if you have any, why the plaintiff, Antonia Maldonado, your wife, should not be divorced by the bonds of matrimony, witness Hon. Earl Brandon, judge of the said Court of California, this 11th day of August, in the year of our Lord, 1947.
Jesus Christ. Quite wordy.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Okay. Well, you're lying. But I'm just going to accuse you for fun.
She left well before closing. You fed her booze and took her home yourself.
Whoa, hold up. Look, I run a bar, okay? I don't know what you're getting mad at me for.
You're right.
You don't ask, you never find out. Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
I believe him, but I'm gonna accuse him just for fun.
I think she met someone here. Someone who followed her. You're protecting someone.
I swear on my mother's soul that if I had any idea who was involved in this, I would tell you.
Looks like I made a mistake. She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really.
Out of order.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Okay. I don't know, a lot of the avenues are pointing to a Just Pick Fruit Market.
Where's that car?
I just say for safety's sake, we go talk to Angel.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Excuse me, shortcut.
Whoa there!
Maldonado residence, 1:50 p.m.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
304, okay.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh.
I got 100 pounds of the
I don't want no trouble, see?
Making it be so easy.
My hat! You bastard. Oh, I'll have you for that.
Same fucking.
Oh my god.
I got 100 pounds of the wife now. Making it be so easy.
Oh, I'm sorry for the lamp. Ooh.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I could kill my own wife?
That look, though, you gave him.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Okay. Rusty. Oh, look at this.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
I don't know. That don't look like fruit to me. Oh, El Dorado Bar.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Scratch the ear real quick. Oh yeah, that's good. Good stuff. Anyway. Oh, blood.
This will take some explaining.
That's a hell of a lot of blood. What's out here?
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Okay.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good. Nobody here.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here
With
last
that
night?
mask?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids
Ex-wife,
last night.
then.
I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda.
Random.
I had the door open a crack.
Did you
A
see
crack.
Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he
Your
ran
head
out?
pointing out of it as well?
I didn't.
Thanks.
Cupping your ear?
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
Oh. Yeah, there probably will be a phone down below. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Oh, look at that.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Message from Captain Donnelly,
Oh.
Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, okay. Urgent. And if anything, we have the possible murderer, so there's no rush to go to the fruit market.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now he sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
Oh, I didn't know you cared so much, Rusty. Almost called you by your name. Sorry. Central Police Station, 2:02 p.m.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Okay, downstairs. I'll just follow Rusty. Oh, it is downstairs.
See him?
It's pulling me in one direction. Look at that.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window
A
and not
cab?
left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
So they were taking prints during this time.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I've changed my mind. You would not give a square deal.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Ill deeds then be thou damned, beholding good, both infinite as is the universe, and thou in thy self-torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power, though now thou sittest first the hour, come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally. And after many a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see,
Did you?
Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
Shelley.
He could have got the wording
Jesus.
from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
What do I? Well, but we still have just picked. We still have this. Do I interview him or?
Hey, Cole.
Okay, fine. We'll interview him. He's here now. Might as well frickin' screw up all the answers.
He worked that case with the lady.
Is he?
Improved
Yeah,
your
so he was.
attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Last contact with
So your
victim?
wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
No, he's fidgety too much and... Oh.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her.
Oh.
I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Oh, but we have the alibi from a neighbor.
We have a witness who confirms
See?
that you were arguing, that your
Accusing
wife ran
help
out,
there.
that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right? But she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I mean, that's a lie.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Well, I mean... divorce papers.
The judge had set a date.
Yeah.
You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
See, I mean, he's also fidgety, but I'm... I don't know anymore, man. I just accused
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat.
What?
The sun is getting to your head.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. My mistake.
Oh. But we'll try truth this time, I guess. The Mueller was fidgety, but he was apparently telling the truth. I think.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
Okay.
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
The message.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found
Soaked in blood.
that? I cut myself shaving.
Jesus Christ, what did you cut an artery or something? There's a lot of blood there, man.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brother's in on it.
Oh.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
Oh, the divorce papers, man. You know.
You're off the
Nothing
hook
strong.
for now.
But, I mean, that feels like a bold-faced lie.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Hippolito.
Hippolito?
He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street.
The fruit market.
The creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Okay, now we can go.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury case.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. Now, we'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
Oh. Crime at the worst possible time. There's two officers right there. They couldn't help.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, officer needs help. 415 shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 11K, code 3.
Oh!
Sorry.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I
Honey
won't
boy.
let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
Not my
I
humble.
told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
You shut the hell up.
Oh, you both shut the hell up. Am I allowed to say that?
Of the house. It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together, but they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge.
Ooh.
Now timber us.
Hit the bastard!
Officer down! Give yourself up! Now!
Uh-oh.
You're a cop killer! Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
What have they done?
Just, excerpt for good chance. All right, now to Just Picked Fruit Market. Just Picked Fruit Market, 2:36 p.m. All right, there's that guy, and he walks right through a pole. Suspicious.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
But I can't walk through it.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Hey, we have to be thorough.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey,
Oh my
you're getting the wrong
God.
idea.
Kellogg's cornflakes, my favorite. I think you're lying, but no proof, so.
We recovered some of Mrs. Maldonado's personal items from this area, Clem. The last item we found overlooked this place. I think you're lying, and if you want our help, you better come clean with us.
Oh, you think I'm some kind of nut job? That I did something to her, me? What proof have you got?
Nothing.
Looks like I was mistaken. Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. But I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
This is a quick buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
I don't know, he's shifty, looking around. I don't trust him.
She was brutally beaten soon after she left the bar. Clem, you sure you didn't drive her somewhere?
What are you suggesting?
You're the murderer. But I
like I made
don't
a
have any
mistake.
proof. So, gonna go with bad cop again.
You already
Good,
knew
good.
Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Redemption
Sure, I met her
case.
before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Okay, I feel like he's telling the truth there. I'm gonna
I think she
accuse him.
came in here to call a cab. Even though she was drunk, she was reluctant to do it. She just wanted the phone. You had to push it further.
What are you talking about? How can you make up these lies about me?
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She
Brown
seemed to
Ford
know
Coupe.
the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
Why are you shaking in
Don't you have to
your
get a court order or
baby seal
something? I
leather
have rights.
boots?
Clem?
You seem very hesitant. What's over here, huh? Oh, all that liquor.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Okay.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh. You think I'm smart enough to remember the code? It was like 253? Yoink. Yoink. No, no good. Her charm bracelet. A Virgin Mary. Oh, and the quote they said, "Wives, submit to your husbands as to the Lord." 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. I can see why she didn't wear it. That is not something you give to your wife. Oh.
cut
bloody
someone
knife.
who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war. This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Well, it's suspicious that he just kept a knife like that in the back room. Why not get rid of it? Isn't that the common thing? Is like they always
Damn it,
get rid of the weapon that everyone has kept it. Excuse me.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Oh my god.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
True. Oh my god, I almost ran over that. Ooh. That's like
Strange
a
that
video
he'd leave a
you would
trail of
see
blood
on
right back
Lively.
to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
True.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
God damn it. Came in a little too hot there. Oh, now the game's just giving me this.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Typical Irishman taking the alcohol. A silk stocking. All clues, all questions correct. 5 stars. Redemption case. Case notes. With a body on his doorstep, the DA may look to send Clem Feeney to the gas chamber. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this case, you beautiful bastards. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show. Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?